It's Marie. So, like, I'm gonna talk about something that, like, we see it, like, mentioned a lot, but, like, nobody really, like, talks about it, like, in depth or whatever. So, I hear people say all the time, like, if you have DID or OSDD, it must be great because, like, you never get lonely. But, like, that's really not true. Just because we have a lot of people in here does not mean that we never get lonely. Like, so it's like you have a big family, right? But that doesn't mean that you never, like, feel lonely just because you live with a bunch of people, you know? So, like, just because we all share, like, a brain or whatever doesn't mean that we're not, like, ever lonely. I mean, yeah, we've got, like, people to talk to and stuff, but, like, that's not the same thing, you know? It's like when people, like, go to a party and they talk about, like, feeling alone in a crowded room or whatever. It's the same kind of thing. Because, like, I could go find, like, 100 freaking people to talk to in here. I really totally could. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna feel any less lonely. You know what I mean? Because, like, just having somebody to talk to doesn't really just, like, make that go away. And, like, we've all got, like, issues, okay? Like, totes issues. Like, a lot. And so, like, because we have all these, like, things that we've got going on, it means, like, we're not always, like, available for each other, like, all the time or whatever. You know, it's not like we're just like, oh, yeah, let's just chat right now, totally, oh my god. No, that doesn't work like that. Like, if I want to go talk to somebody, I can totes go be like, hey, you want to hang out? And they can be like, sure. But it's not the same as, like, not feeling alone with your problems. Because, like, yeah, we all have the same brain. And yeah, we all lived through, like, super bad stuff, okay? But, like, we all had our own experiences of stuff. And, like, even though we can get it, we all think about it, like, different, you know? Because, like, the way I think about something that happened is, like, way different than the way, like, Kit or Berserker or Kaylee or anybody else thinks about it, you know? Like, they have their own ways of looking at stuff, and so do I. So, like, sometimes we don't really, like, see eye to eye on everything. And I guess it's just kind of different because it's kind of like, imagine, like, you have siblings, right? Okay. Well, just because you're hanging out with your siblings doesn't mean that you never feel lonely. Loneliness isn't just, like, magically fixed just because there's other people around. It's more like it comes from inside you or whatever. I'm, like, not exactly sure why, but, like, it, like, comes out of you, you know? So, like, I will feel lonely sometimes, even though there's lots of people to talk to. Because, like, it's isolating, I think is the word. I don't know, I'm not good with big words. But, like, you feel, like, alone with, like, all of this. You know what I mean? And, like, especially because, like, people, when they look at us, they just see one face, one body. They don't see all of us, you know? Because they don't really see us, it's lonely, you know? Because, like, it's like we don't even exist to people half the time. And it's just not very fun, you know? To feel like we're not real to people, even though we totes are. But, like, it's not like we can walk around and be like, hi, hey, how are you? You know, this is my name. And, you know, no. Okay, that would be, like, way unsafe. We cannot just walk up to, like, random people and be like, oh, hey, hi, how you doing? I mean, no. okay? Because, like, some people are bad, okay? We know that, like, really hardcore. So we're not about to be, like, super obvious to everyone around us because that would be, like, super unsafe. Like, a lot of us are more, I guess, what you'd call overt, you know, or whatevs, but, like, we're not in public. Like, if we're out somewhere, we're, like, totes on the down low, okay? Like, no one is gonna know. They might notice that, you know, we're, quote, acting weird, you know, that kind of thing, but, like, they're not gonna notice that it's a different person who's talking to them now. They're just gonna think we're weird. And that's on purpose. I mean, it would just so not even be safe to walk around being like, oh, hey, guess what? We have DID. Yeah, no. Just no. Okay? Like, it is one thing to do it here online where we're, like, safe. You know, nobody's gonna, like, come through this camera and do anything. But, like, out there, people can do, like, really horrible stuff. So, it's, like, lonely because we can't just be ourselves all the time. We can't just go out into the world and be like, hey, how are you? This is my name and this is who I am. And no, you know, we just can't. And, like, even Kit gets lonely. Like, even he gets lonely. And he can interact with outside people easier because he's, like, the front person. He's the person people know. But even he gets lonely because it's just not the same. It's like having to pretend you're not related to a bunch of people. It just doesn't feel right, you know? But I think that's why we like doing this, because it lets us be, like, more open and stuff. Even if it's just to, like, strangers on the internet, you know? It's just kind of nice. Yeah, so that's, like, all I really wanted to say about it. But yeah, so just remember, you know, everybody's different and whatever, but, like, just because you have DID does not mean you never feel lonely, okay? So, yeah, that's it then. Bye.